Hello there and welcome back to the channel. This is Mel's Gaming here with another The Hunter Call of the Wild video. Now you may have guessed that this video is going to be about Whitetail from the title and the thumbnail, but yeah, basically wanted to just share a little update of how the fourth Great One grind is going. It has been a pretty crazy couple of days. I actually shot 5 diamond whitetail yesterday. Yeah, I'm already at 11 diamonds 3 days into this new grind. It's going so incredibly well. I've shot about 1,000 whitetail already. And just so many cool trophies. I've had my first max weight diamond. I've had my biggest ever diamond whitetail already from this fourth grind. It's just going incredibly well. So fingers crossed a great one pops up again soon. It seems like I'm doing everything correct still to be getting this number of trophy whitetail actually spawning. Getting these diamonds and everything is always a really great sign, so it looks like everything is still going the way I want it to, and fingers crossed one will pop up eventually. So yeah, but this is all this is going to be. So yeah, I mentioned I got a max weight diamond whitetail. Here is that max weight diamond whitetail. So this is my 5th max weight diamond whitetail overall. It is my first one of this grind. I've had one per grind apart from the last grind where I got 2. So yeah, always really encouraging to see a max weight one, in my opinion, because I always like to think of it if it only had to weigh a little bit more and it would have actually been a great one. But that one surprised me with that low of a score, 262 for a max weight. Normally they'll score the 270 like plus for me when they're max weight, so that was quite surprising. But a max weight is a max weight, not something I was gonna necessarily keep, but an encouraging sign nonetheless. I then spotted this absolute giant of a buck, and he just didn't want to not drink behind, like, he didn't want to give me a good shot that was just him. And I was going to take that other max weight estimate buck and then shoot him from behind. But the fact is that when I dropped that max weight buck, I kind of lost confidence on actually doing that because I didn't actually want to mess this one up. He was one that I was kind of taking a bit more care about. I didn't want this guy to end up being a messed up diamond because I'd messed it up. Because he looked so huge. Like, look at the size of that rack. I was really hopeful that he might score 270 plus, and with that score estimate up to 302, I was hoping that he would be my biggest one ever. I then made a slightly dodgy shot on another max weight buck that was there, but again, not entirely too bothered about making dodgy shots on the smaller ones, just need to get them down for respawns, that's the most important thing. And I did put a second shot in him that killed him pretty quickly, so that was the main thing. He was going to die, and I had dropped the absolute beast of a buck where he was stood. Unfortunately, his antlers did clip into the ground, so I couldn't get any kind of cool screenshot, but he was my biggest ever diamond whitetail at 272.20 and 99.77 kgs. So on the same day as that max weight, I got this, which is an absolutely huge buck. And then later the same day, I had this guy come running out of the zone just as I was going to pick up a couple of deer that I had shot. I have no idea where he was hiding, but he evaded me and, as you saw, ended up running past me. So I reset and then came back to make sure I could take him out. I wanted to get him down like any level 3s or really heavy bucks. If I miss out on them for whatever reason, normally because a bobcat has spooked them, honestly, at this point. The amount of big bucks that I end up having to reset the time and that for to wait for because a bobcat has gone through and spooked them out of their zone before I've got there to take a shot at them is annoying. So after this grind is finished, I'm probably going to go and annihilate a few bobcats. But after a small reset of the time and everything, he came back to his zone, so I managed to take him out. He wasn't any, like, I didn't think he was going to be particularly big, so I took that shot, and I knew it was either going to be spine or spine and lung. Well, that's a shot that I take all the time with, small whitetail. And unfortunately, diamonds like this for me aren't so impressive anymore. They really have to be big. And this rack style, I know what it normally scores. It's normally in the 260s, and that's what this guy was, a 262.80. So Nothing that's going to go to the trophy lodge, but a really nice sized diamond nonetheless. 96.85 kilos. So again, a really nice sized buck, and it did do what the shot normally does, which is actually hit the spine and then go through to a lung. So that was really cool. I then spotted this guy. Again, this is all the same day at this point, and I actually thought this guy was a lot smaller than he actually ended up being. I wasn't paying a whole lot of attention. I saw the score and didn't think he was like going to be particularly huge based off of that. So I just took a pretty fairly rangy shot on him, which actually did get a lung, and that was really good. But he had a really nice rack when I walked over to him, which surprised me. And I thought, why did he not have a bigger score estimate? And then looking at him in the trophy screen, you can see he's got one really massive antler there on the right, and then his left antler is quite significantly smaller. But again, look at that weight, 99.39 kilos. Getting lots of these heavy bucks is so encouraging. And I think he would have been a really good scoring buck as well if he didn't have that small left antler. That really kills his score. You can see the difference between the two antlers, it's huge. I then had yet another level 3 spawn up at the tiny little lake up in the top right hand corner of the map. And again, I was just like, this is insane. To get as many level 3s spawning in one day as this, it's just awesome. And like I said, it really encourages me and tells me I must be doing something right. Because if I'm spawning a diamond, or this many diamonds, surely eventually another great one will pop out. But again, this is that sort of more squarish rack, but this one is normally a diamond. I have seen it troll someone, but it's never trolled me. And I still don't know how it trolls the one person that I've seen it troll. I can't fathom it. But again, a nice size buck at 97.22 kilos. They only have to respawn a little bit bigger or get, another one that I shoot spawning just a little bit bigger, and we'll have another great one. And I can't wait to get the fourth one spawn. I'm so excited to try and take it with the 243 with the soft points. I'm so excited about it, and that's actually given me a lot of motivation for actually doing this fourth grind, because I know I'm not just going to shoot it with the M1. The actual shooting of it is going to be a bit of a challenge and something that I need to be a bit more cautious about, so that's really interesting. I then also got this piebald buck here to spawn. Not, again, anything that I'd keep for the trophy lodge, but he did make gold, so nice to get a decent size rare again. But I'm not keeping anything for rares that doesn't have sort of the big gold or diamond rack, just because I've got so many of the smaller rares. And I did actually also shoot, but I couldn't record it, a fence rack small piebald buck as he was running away earlier from the zone. I spotted him just as I had shot something else. He came out from a bush. I didn't notice he was anything interesting until then because it was long range. But as soon as he came out, I managed to drop him. And yeah, again, nice to see rares, because anything that's rare or diamond spawning to me shows me I'm doing the correct thing. So that's always really positive. And got this one earlier, another level 3 with, again, the squarish kind of diamond rack. Like I said, for me, they're almost always, they have always been diamond. I don't say they're guaranteed, though, since seeing that one troll. I'd say they're almost a guarantee, but I still can't understand how this rack trolled someone. It's normally in the 260s. And this one was a 268.30, double long shot there at just over 200 metres, and a 97.49 kilo buck. I was really happy with that shot. But yeah, I quite like this rack. I'd like to get it on a rare, really. And then to finish this little video off, I had this happen earlier, which was kind of just a nice little thing to have happen. Again, not something I would keep for the trophy lodge at this point, but something that's always really nice to see. And you may recognise this area from actually my second great one video. This is the same place I shot that second great one. That is a melanistic whitetail doe. And I do get rare does spawn occasionally because I do take out does for, like, changing need zones up, getting rid of old need zones, and getting fresh herds and stuff like that. But that is going to be it for this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I'll keep posting little updates while this grind continues, and hopefully we'll get that fourth great one to pop up very soon. Thank you guys so much for watching.